dear student. So today I'll take another class, and this is for class 10. So as you can see that from today in class 10 we will do the geography second chapter, that is the environment and environmental problems. So I hope all of you are well, and whatever the earlier classes I have taught through Zoom or through these videos, I hope all of you have understand this. And today the chapter that we are going to start, as I told you, this is the chapter related with the environment. Now here the question is, why we need to study our environment and what are the problems that at present time we are facing because of environment, and so what impact it will make in our life. We'll discuss all these things in this chapter. So as you all know that environment is one of the most important components of our living. Without environment we cannot live in this world. So environment plays the vital role in our life. Starting from day to night in your everyday life, environment is totally covered us. We are surrounded by our environment. So this is very important that at present time, as you all are aware and we all know, that our environment condition is not good. It is get polluted because of the many reasons, and due to the industrialization, rapid industrialization, due to the rapid development of the transport and communication. Besides this, many other activities of the human being which directly make impact on environment. So it will ultimately affect our environment, and now such a time came, if we can't control our environment, if we can't maintain our environment, that will lose our mother earth, and one day it will come that we are unable to live in this world. Now the next topic, the meaning of environment. Meaning of environment means, what is environment? Environment is that is our surroundings. Each and everything is called environment. Started from the land, water, river, and then soil, then air, wind, rain. All these things are related to our environment. Our activities, all things make one impact on the environment. If our environment is properly maintained, then we can live in this mother earth peacefully. So it is our duty to maintain our environment. Our environment is composed of biotic and non-biotic components. Side by side, various organisms are there. More than thousands of species are living in this world. Out of this, human being, that is we, are also one of the species. So besides us, many types of things are living in this mother earth. So it is our duty to maintain and respect the nature. If nature is properly maintained, then our life is also, we can live in this world properly. Otherwise, we are unable to live in this world. So with this, by seeing this, our scientists and environment discussions panels and the other people who related with the environment studies, they divide the environment into the four parts. Now what is this four part? As you all know that these four parts are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So these are the four layers: lithosphere, hydrosphere, and then atmosphere, and then biosphere. These are the four layers of our environment. Now it is with these four layers our environment is surrounded. Now besides this, all this land, water, air, life, all these four things comes under this lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Now what is lithosphere? Lithosphere means the land, that where we live, soil, and then mountain, minerals, rocks, all these things come under this category of lithosphere. That means lithosphere is the place where we live. Okay, from where we get our natural resources, all these things comes under the lithosphere. This layer is called lithosphere. And now in the context of hydrosphere, I can say that as we all know that 71% area of our mother earth is filled with water. So this water body is called hydrosphere. In this hydrosphere, seas, oceans, rivers, then lakes, fields, what other water bodies, all these things come under this category. And this is the place hydrosphere and lithosphere, atmosphere and biosphere, all forces are related with one another. One cannot live with another, without another. So this hydrosphere means the water bodies, all types of water bodies which comes under the category of hydrosphere. And then next point is your atmosphere. Atmosphere means that we take breath and we live breath. So this is called oxygen, carbon dioxide, all types of the gas which are surrounded through our surroundings. Many types of gases are there. All these types of the gases are called, or this layer is called atmosphere. In our atmosphere, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, besides this many other gases are there which surrounding our atmosphere, and we live within it, and this is called atmosphere. Without atmosphere, without proper oxygen, we cannot live. So from oxygen and carbon dioxide, all things are important things, important part of our life. All these things are related. All these things are related with one another. And the last layer of our earth is the biosphere. Now what is biosphere? Biosphere means all the animals, trees and all where we live. Okay? That means various types of the plants, jungles, oceans, coastal areas, side by side, many other types of the animals, all these things are there in our Mother Earth. And all these things have played an important role in our life. So all the living things which have life and which have organism life, which is biotic elements, these are called biosphere. That means with mixing of all four, lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere, by mixing of all four, our Mother Earth exists, and we have to live with this four. If there is no land, we cannot live. If there is no water, we cannot live. If there is no atmosphere, we can take breath. So we will ultimately die, and without this biosphere also we cannot live. So all these forces are related with one another like a cycle. So in this way, and we can also say that each of the geographical regions of our world has different types of environment, different characteristics. For example, Thor desert, if I go to the Thor desert, there is very less vegetation and less water. Rainwater is also there. The percentage of the rainwater is very less. So in this way, throughout our world, environment is not same in every part of the world. There is various differences are seen. Now, these differences create a congenial environment. If the whole weather of the whole world is remains same, then it will be impossible for us to live. So there's the differences in the weathers of in the different parts of the country, in the different parts of our world or our earth is differ from one to another. Is makes these characteristics of our environment is very much unique, and there is. You can see that weather and our environment is continuously changing. As all of you know that the weather or the environmental condition of our locality, if you compare it with 50 years back and then if you compare it now, then you can see that there is lot of changes occur. Yes, changes are good, but the changes we should do by maintaining our environment. If we start doing development or without maintaining our environment, then it will create a huge backfire in us, and ultimately we are unable to live in this world. There are many factors. There are many factors which are create a problem for the environment pollution. And as you know, in modern day, environmental pollution is one of the most important factors. So what are the causes is there for this environment pollution? These important causes, if we can say, then rapid expansion of population, industrialization, besides urbanization, development of the transport and communication, all these things make a huge impact into the environment. So we should make our development by maintaining our environment. If our environment is remain as properly, if we maintain the environment properly, then we also can live in this earth peacefully. But now these things are not happening. Throughout the world, a lot of the problems happen. In many areas you can find people facing various problems due to this environmental pollution. Various diseases started to occur throughout the world. So this environmental problems is what? You see that very earlier time, from the starting time of the world, when the people started to live in this world, At that time, the condition of our earth is not like that, what we see in the present day. At that time, though the problems of the cyclones, though the problems of the earthquake, all this having, but still people live, because the number of the people is very less and they live within nature. But when the rapid expansion of the rapid increase of the population started to happen, and gradually people developed their natures and their brains, and when they developed their knowledge and they started expansion of their nature, and then established the various type of the industries and all, ultimately it makes the condition of our weather, our environment is very worst. As we can see, from last 200 to 300 years, there is a rapid industrialization and rapid development has done, and because of this, the percentage of the carbon dioxide is getting increased in the environment, and which ultimately makes impact in our life. When the percentage of the carbon dioxide get increased, it will create many problems in our lives. So in this way, there are the various problems happened, and side by side that people are now not much aware about earlier, not much aware about the environmental problems. Now, but at present day, we can say that people are very much aware about the environmental problems, because people now studied in every aspects and every programs and every spheres that how the environmental problems created a problem, environmental problems created a impact in our life, and if we don't maintain our environment, and if environment is getting polluted like this, then in one time it will came, then in our mother earth we are unable to live, and it will get waste, will get full of the waste, and we are unable to live in our mother earth. So now everybody is giving importance in the maintaining of our natures, which is a very good thing. So because of this rapid increase of the carbon dioxide and all these things from the industries and from fossil fuels, it will make an impact in our greenhouse layer, which ultimately cause to the anti-natural human activities, and then it will cause the problems of global warming. As we all are aware about the problems of global warming, we all know that our temperature of our mother earth is getting increasing day by day. So we should, if we are unable to stop it, then one day it will come, then our mother earth is getting too much hot, and at that time we are unable to live in this society. So this environmental problems have been various categories. Generally, these environmental problems has been divided into the three categories. One is regional categories or local, and another one is one is local categories, then another one is regional categories, and then third one is global categories. That means there are the three types of the environmental problems are there, which is divided into the three types. One is local problems, then second one is regional problems, and then third one is international problems. Now, what is regional problem, what is local problems, and what is international problems? We will discuss about these things now. Now, in the case of the local problems, we can say that if in a particular place there may be, because of a small industries, land pollution can happen, and side by side due to the scarcity of water in the winter problem, all these things are come under this regional problems. So this is the problems of a particular peoples of the particular area, not for the whole country or not for the international level. This is the problems of a particular region's people. So this is called local problem. And then regional problems. Regional problem means there is some problems are there which faced by a particular region. Like as you all know that in our Assam there is a problems of the flood. Every year we are get affected by the flood and all these things. So these are the another impacts. These are the another impacts of this is called the regional problem. That is the problem which happened in a region based, particular region. And this is called regional problem. And then the international problem. Here the international problem means that the problems which are faced by by the whole people of this world. Throughout the country, all the countries are facing these types of the problem. For example, you can say that the problems of global warming. Global warming is the problems is not faced by a particular region people or by a particular country. This problem is faced by the whole people of this world. So this is called international problem. So this is the three categories of the environmental pollution. One is local problem, then second one is regional problem, and then international problem. These are the three categories of environmental problems. So as we all know, we should maintain our environment. Now, besides this, what are the other environmental problems are also there, and we will go to the details how the environment is get polluted due to our various activities and how should we prevent it. We will discuss about it on details in our next classes. So today I hope you have get to understand that what is environment and how it is related with our life, and what are the four layers of environment: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. And side by side, we have also discussed about the various categories of the environmental pollution and how it makes an impact in our life. We have discussed, and what types of the pollutions are there. We also discussed about its the environmental pollution, as we know, categorized into the three categories. One is local, regional, and international problem. So I hope all of you have understand what we have discussed today. And the second part of this chapter, I will upload another video, and there you will get to know about it. So for this today, up to this, I hope if you have any problem, then you contact me. All of you have my contact number through WhatsApp or any other social media. You can contact me. Till then, goodbye. And due to in this pandemic situation, please take care of you and stay at home. Thank you. Goodbye.